And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terraformers, the Red Planet Awaits, where we're doing the red path on maximum difficulty, which is the path where we need to mine all sort of planetary resources. The water and the nitrates, the silicates, the titanium, the tritium. 9 income of each on maximum difficulty. Plus we're having to deal with utopian support needs. So at the moment I'm looking at a situation where I'm going to have to discard 3 cards. So I'm a little incentivized to play some of them, as you might imagine. At the moment it looks like I can probably only play 1. So I'm going to have to play 1, I'm going to have to trash a couple. I don't actually see any good places where we get this our aerology center to affect multiples. We'll dump that. That's one of the ones we'll dump. Don't have the nitrates for the plant spreader. I won't for a while, so let's dump the plant spreader. And then let's play one of these. I'm going to play the homesteads or the habitation module. We are going to want to play it on this location, I think. There we go. I've got 2 power, so I can't explore. All my explorers cost 3. Yeah. We could toss an embassy down, but we don't really get good places for that. Doesn't have enough of a adjacency bonus. Trader is provided by the city is a little tempting, because, well, actually, this is 2 plus 1, or 2 plus 2 for the adjacency, so it's plus 2. How does that line up against the... Okay, so it'd be the same as a small natural site, so I could technically make that the embassy. And that'd be the same as the existing modifier there. And we get the support bonus. Sure. From the trade routes. And we have the ability to spread some life, which we will go ahead and do. We'll spread a different type of life this time. Maximize the support bonus we get from the bacteria on the planet. Ceres fuel supply. That's actually pretty buildable. I'm on board with that. I'm really on board with that. Got no oceans yet, so this is a bit of a wash. We're just going to dump that for the science. Enable our satellite there. Let's not export. Let's instead focus on getting EU going. So that's going to put 10ing. So for every 2 tritium we send to space things, we actually, or every 1 we send, we get 2. So that's actually 10 progress towards this. 40% more yield on asteroids, assuming we actually harvest asteroids, is going to be real good. So I'm definitely not opposed to doing that. And then we'll city of the year, you. 33 support. A save up for 2 turns. Set this colony up. Use that nitrates. Yeah, that's probably what we're looking at. Unless I want to, well, we do want the nitrates as well. That's a +2 nitrates. Not rushing for it. So as we can do the satellite on you. What's the setup looking like in here? We've got a 4 and we got a fairly nice 3. Okay. We've got an expand that we could put on the canyon view for titanium. No, we don't have any larges next to that, so it would just be the There, we can do guided tours for 5 and for 4. Don't want to spend 4 power. 4 power is a little much right now. I've definitely got things that I want to spend power on. That isn't that. So we'll go ahead and roll the turn. Now this is going to be a card that I'm not going to want to play for a long time, so we'll grab the Temperate Forest. Landing pad. I don't got the stuff to put the landing pad down. Import hydrogen from a gas giant. Again, that's tritium. We're getting double pout on the tritium. So that's real tempting. Yeah. And then I think I don't got the expand that I want to use for the landing pad. That's why we're passing the landing pad up. We'll get my building next turn. We do have 3 of our trade routes back, so we can start moving on importing that gas. The 1 atmosphere is what we're going to need for... No, that's actually all our tritium. So that's all the tritium. Let's start getting the power coming in for the habit cooling unit. Which will be interesting. It will be nice to get in, because I'll get the mercury one done, get us the mercurial soil panels and the tritium. Extra 2 tritium a turn. Because that's a cooling unit, not the heating unit. Heating unit is what we want for out there. Cooling is what we want for Mercury and Venus. We've got a satellite for an explorer. Where would I want to explore the satellite? Yeah, let's explore a nitrates deposit. Got enough nitrates to put a solar factory down. Don't really got a place I want to put it down. Like, that would be an interesting place to get it. We'd have to, like, set the thing up, clear rock, clear rock, clear rock, put the soil factory down, and we'd want to put lots of farming next to it. Which isn't going to be fast. That's maybe a good way to think about it. And then no more cities of the year. It really just comes down to, do I want to explore? Well, if I explore, I pay 3 power, get a spot explored, and get 10 support. Or I can pass it up and get 15. What are my options for 3? Get some titanium there for 3. Oh, but the problem is I need more power. Yeah. So unless there was a power one that we could do for 3. Powers are 4. Powers for 4 might actually be fine. So we paid 4, got 2. Basically got a refund to 2 on it. Probably do the extra Martian exploration there. So let's enable this. And then we'll play you. Take us up the spawn. Which is fine. We have the food to set one of these up, so we'll grab you to set you up. We'll dump the power to complete you this turn. Then maybe start on you. I'm going to do the Think Tank Condominium, because that's going to give us some more science turn. It also brings us up enough here that we can go ahead and grab more people. Or grab the next level of this, making a bunch of people happier. I suppose I do have enough that I could now snake out to that titanium deposit. Which wouldn't be a completely terrible choice. Yeah. We can set the titanium up right away. And that make that probably a pretty good place for the infrastructure optimization. Okay, yeah. Oh, and we have the bus stations. We're actually paying for 1 extra instead of 2 extra to get out there. New leader. Diplomacy is out. Either plants or interplanetary leadership's in. Well, what we've been doing interplanetary leadership's tempting. Whereas we don't have the plant maker. Dropping the nitrate cost of the plant maker would make it easier to get out. Let's pull locations twice. To be fair, for helping us with our primary objective, ambitious constructions here is probably the better of the two. And then this has to go... Well, it doesn't have to go on one closer to the sun than Mars, but it gets double effect on that one, so it's going on Mercury. Because we did go with the ambitious constructions, we can, in theory, go up to level 4, which is the tritium level. An extra tritium level on that one. And that's a high spot, so that would actually be really nice for the mercurial solar panels. Anyway, so that'll complete that. We got 3 more routes. Arguably, if we can, we want to export science to bring other stuff in, because we've got a bonus for exporting science if we can complete it. I'm gonna have to trash something, unless I get what? There's no way of getting 9 tritium, and 6 power is a bit of a stretch. Though both of those would be productive enough. You know, we can gamble a little bit with science. We did get 6 science. Okay. Or not 6. Gamble a little bit with the power. We did get 6 power. That's not where I want it, but that's where I can put it, where we don't have extra power cost. We don't have the ability to pay the extra power cost right now. So let's put it down. This will provide 1 nitrate. In the long run, we're going to put 6 people in here, so this will actually up to 2. Yeah, for the moment. Just some bonus science, or bonus support, it's not bad. 4 turn. 4 turn is better than the 25 or so we'd get for skipping. And we have 3 export routes, so we export 3 science. What do I take in? Power, food, If I actually wanted to get the solar panels down, silicates wouldn't be bad. Let's, where are reserve power? Let's bring in power. Bunch of stuff we can do with power. Science district, food district, infrastructure district. We don't really need another soil one. That's a lot of water, which we are desperate for. Train station, road paver, AI guided network. This is probably the one I would want to play with the most because the expansions here would allow us to get a lot of mines set up. So we'll grab those. And we did go ahead and win the Mars Olympics. +2 comfort of living globally for the next 8 turns. We'll put this away from the way. And we are set. We went up 1. So it went from 5 to 6. We're already set to win the next one. Grab that atmosphere. Counts as a terraforming rating on the atmosphere. And it did free up a bunch of trade routes. We can always export tritium for free. Then we got 2 more routes to export, so we do another science. So science means we've got 3 things we can bring in. Probably infrastructure optimization. Got a good spot for it to put down. Or I suppose I could go for the road paver. Yeah, I need to clear rocks here, which is going to cost power. And I need the power to put the thing I want to put down. We don't have any robots here, so the AI-guided network wouldn't work very well. Already got a bus station. Granted, putting a second one here is they do stack. It is +1 range. Train station as well. It's 3 power to clear the rock. Actually, here I've got space. Could go ahead and put the road paver down here. That'll give us a bunch of expanse here. Okay, let's satellite explore there. Here's some more silicates. Not enough. Well, enough to do train station, not enough to do the solar panel. We're gonna have to discard a bunch of stuff. I suspect we're gonna be able to get another soil factory before that becomes really good. So we'll dump that. You're +2 per adjacent. You're only 2 for adjacent, so that's actually almost a no-brainer play. But then I can't get the road paver down. The AI-guided network... Actually, the AI-guided network would be 1 So I could do the road paver and guided network. Okay, let's do that. It's not too power intensive. Ah, I don't have the power for that. Never mind. Okay, this is... I think we're gonna just trash a couple things. I'm not gonna get up to 25. I'm gonna prep for some longer range stuff. Clearing a rock. We'll put the... Oh, I didn't need to clear both of those. I'm gonna still dump the spaceport, I think. Then we can put the road paver down. Because the thought process is when we put this one down, we're gonna get +1 for every place the thing has, so a bunch of places in the zone is not gonna be bad. You can still research our project. This is... we don't have the space for any of this. So unless it's getting played right away, which it isn't, then we should trash it. Tempting. Science nitrates is probably the better of the 3. Yeah. We do have what we need to put another city down. So the question is, do I want a city here? Which I think is a yes. That'll allow us to do the nitrates, then we can do a bunch of stuff to maybe expand it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great. We're going to end up moving that in a bit, but we'll go and place it down. What we're going to do is in the 4 here, we're going to do farm in all 4 sides and do some farm building in the middle to really crank the food production. Don't yet have enough. Well, we just used up 10 water, that makes sense. Okay. Making sure there's no resources in any of these city sites before I overwrite them. We can still research projects, which we don't really want right now, so we'll just dump them. +1 support for every 2 rocks in the city. At this point, we're probably thinking about getting rid of most of our rocks, so I'm not really that interested in that. Orbital solar panels. A little tight for the silicates, but I think we can work with that. And then dump that. Okay. Okay, make progress on both of those. The trading will be finished real quickly on this orbital solar panels. Then in here, go scrap rock, scrap rock. I'm gonna go ahead and just move you at this point. Okay. There we go. That'll give us a little bit more science. Not that we need science for anything. Large mine asteroid. We're getting bonus here. I need consistent nitrate income. I don't need a big boost. We've got a big bunch of sitting around. Not really interested in any of those. Scrap that. Get another explore. Actually, I'm interested in science, or in power, not science. So do the power explore there. More powering turn. Looking, we'll have the food next turn, which we either can put in here, or we can put in here. I'm leaning towards in here, because then that would give us a expand. And I could very quickly get double expand by doing the delivery drones as well. Get over the Crystal Cove, be ready also for the Mercurial solar panels. Okay. Raising expectations, can grab Jupiter for atmosphere. Nitrates. Possibility of 5 nitrates there, so that's actually pretty strong, or silicates. Nitrates and silicates are the ones we're kind of sitting behind on. We'll go IO. We'll obviously need to get a ability to ship people out there. Oh, Hab with heating unit is pretty good for that, because that's 2 expands out in the outer area. What do I need for the Crystal Cove? I need... Oh, and it also costs 20 support. Okay. Disturbing the silicates does not make people happy, but 2 silicates coming in a turn is pretty good. So we need 8 power, which we'll have next turn. We'll be short the titanium next turn. We'll probably override that with the solar panel, but at the moment it's a free science turn. Projects, do we want any of the projects? We do probably want that housing. We're not desperate for the housing, but we'll probably want it. We don't have oxygen yet. We'll have it in 20 turns, but that's a bit of a long time to wait. Rainfall, temperature. Depending on what we're replacing it, we have the temperature, and the rainfall is plausible, so we'll grab the forest. Then we'll take the science there. Okay, what am I the most interested in? If I get 4 titanium, we can get that mine set up, which will write us more silicates, which will allow us to get the solar panel set up quicker, which will hopefully allow us to start importing less power. 6 titanium, there we go. And And then we want to set up the nitrates there, so that's more titanium. Okay. We're definitely making progress. Bunch of different things. You complete in... well, that's 8 turns out, the current rate. So we could definitely do with more trade routes. Import oceans from Europa. That's tempting. The development center at least would be science, which we've got to spend. But I'd rather actually pull that and just plop that somewhere than... yeah, we'll take the... oh. Send out another explorer, atmosphere, nitrates. I don't have any spaces for it. Okay, so we can't take the space one because I don't got any spaces for the space one. That's fair. F and delivery is going to be passed up on for the same reason. Mars Olympic Stadium. Don't really have the power and the food for you, so you're going to be hanging around for a really long time. So we're probably going to pass on you. You're probably the most sensible to grab. You know, we got the space for it, so we'll grab it. Worst case scenario, I'd be turning it into the science. We've got plenty of science. We'll put the development center, grab the development center out of the choices because, in theory, we actually have the space to place that one. So we'll take the development center and just plop it somewhere. I think the development... oh, it's giving us an extra... 2 more reserve plus 1 choice. We don't want the choice this turn, so we'll just take it for science. I do want titanium, so doing a satellite explorer for some titanium. 7. We really need 8 for a mine. But I guess I'm just gonna have to not take it this turn. Do we have the rocks cleared out here? We do. So we're just waiting on food to get the spans out we want. Got the water. We could go for another athlete complex, but we'll hold off for a moment. Guess I need the water for something else. We'll do the bus station. Oh, can only be able to once per city. Oh, so they stack with the train station, even though the train station is a straight upgrade. But don't have the power of the train station right now. Okay, we got 3 more turns to play things like interplanetary cultural exchange. Doesn't look like we're going to expand you in 3 turns, so we'll go ahead and grab our support from that. I'm thinking it's time to say finish you. That gets us to open something else up. Probably going to do the titanium with the get level 1 outpost. Trading will be done. Well, actually, no, we got a decent amount of silicates. We could work on exporting silicates to get the power going quicker. Yeah. So that's upgrading it from 9 turns to 3 turns. Yeah. I think that's what we'll run there. Still get 1 power and offset the effect of shipping power out. Enough card choices. Okay. Venus, Jupiter, Europa. Europa actually wouldn't be too bad for getting the oceans going, I suppose, at this point. So we'll grab it as an opening. Probably not going to open it, but we can grab it as an opening. Opens this data. That's pretty tempting. Database. New Horizons. Europe explored. The farm would be... In fact, I get to just take all 3 of these. We'll grab them for the moment. We'll possibly chuck something. What do we want? Support, nitrates, tritium, or silicates, but tritium export is the level up there. Ocean. I don't need the support right now. That's what we could do ocean-wise. I think we'll go ahead and put it on IO, so if we export enough tritium, we can get the +1 there. The heater we probably want to go ahead and play on either Ceres or IO. Do you want silicates more or water more? It would be 3 more water. Or 3 more silicates. Not sure. I gotta make that decision next turn, so we'll be thinking about it for next turn. We got people to play. Fully protected duration, but you don't really need protection. Oh, actually, okay. So that's not sure how that works, but we get some radiation extra protection here. The Marsha anyway. Okay, we'll put it down. We're 1 person away from being able to upgrade this again. We're gonna have the silicates for that. Well, not next turn, but maybe the turn after next. Because we're shipping a bunch up to the small panel, right? We don't have the titanium for you. Thinking about trying to get that tritium power generator down. We don't want to put it next to a hab. My open spaces are next to habs. That's what we're looking at right now. Okay. Could put the farm down as a farm upgrade, but I think we'll hold off. Again, we're thinking about doing a farming thing here, but that's a lot of power to clear at the moment. Celebrate the athlete's victory, so we get +2 comfort bonus again for 8 more turns. Urban Planning Office. We'll grab that actually because it's support per turn and it's science cost. We don't have places to put docks, we haven't sorted the oceans out yet. We don't even know where the oceans are going. Don't really have a good place to put the rover expansion, so we'll just turn that in science. Enable you for power. Could do something like that. It's not the worst of choices. And I'll get that done in 4 turns. It won't be in time for us to get the interplanetary cultural exchange off anything, but... Go the 75 instead of the 25, but... Okay, that's what we need to set the mine up. And we do still have the nitrates. So we'll go ahead and overwrite our science production here for power. 12 power coming in is nice. This wouldn't be a bad place for a bus station. Drop the cost for you by 1. That makes you a place we can grab for 0, so we're going to grab it. You makes the titanium deposit there something we can grab for 1. We don't have the power to set either of those up, but we do probably want to set both of them up in the near future. Trading leaders. Leadership out. Space tourism. New planet upgrade that provides support for comfort living. Extra support return. So if it provides comfort or support, it provides extra +1 support each time you construct a dike level. Thinking about the dike level, because when we build dikes, we build dikes often, so that'll be decent support. Deep core plus interested in don't have any robot cities. You could probably actually be pretty good. We've got a city with 8 people in it. That's the hard part with the central park there. I don't really got the tritium for you. Or the silicon from you. Probably gonna pass. I've got the space, so I can just grab those. Those are the ones I would grab out of the 3. You've got expand, so we've got to find things for you to expand towards. It's a large nitrate, that's probably worth expanding towards. Let's clear that rock, and then we can put the generator down. For the well, actually, this would just be support. This would just be 5 support, which isn't something like we need to rush to put down somewhere. Makes sense more to put in a city where I would not have the building options otherwise. But we're not having that issue anywhere, so that's, other than just the support, that's not a rush. Could propose a new mega project, gain 35 support, yeah. There we go. There's the cost upgrade. Space Colony Hab module. Yeah, we definitely want to do that. The farm. We'll grab the mine cartridge. I think we'll get something down. Let's back off of these both by 1. This will still complete in 2 turns. Would complete in 2 turns either way. That allows us to complete that one in 3. Got 12 power. We'll move. Place. We now got a good place for a soil to go in the middle there. And we got a hab that we want to put down. That now means we got what we need for this. Put that down. We're starting to get pretty good progress on the harvesting here. 6 water to go, 4 nitrates to go, 4 silicates to go, 5 titanium, 5 tritium. For the moment, this would actually not be a bad place to put the urban one. Let's put it down. Once again, I suppose I could pull the new mega project. Large asteroid, 35 nitrates. We desperately don't need the nitrates. Don't even, like, the ratio, we don't have the trade routes to turn the nitrates into other things we don't need otherwise, so no, we're going to drop that. The bacteria spreader was a little tempting, but I've decided otherwise. The mine there is not a bad choice. We do need to continue to mine. We need to find more mining locations. There's water there, titanium there. So this is done. That will be done the turn after. We need resources to mine. Well, depending on where those resources are, I need to expand the cities as well. Okay, at least gives me another place to expand to. Grab. Deep core mine. 3 nitrates. It's going to cost extra power. Maybe I shouldn't have expanded. I should have checked how much it would cost before I expanded there. That's what I just screwed up. It'll be fine. There's Venus. So we now know all the planets. No, I don't think that's going to kick in quickly enough. Not that desperate for that either. Science is not what we're looking for. Landing pad's tempting. Bus station's tempting. I could grab that anyway. Because we're going to have the space for it. Okay. Three more water. 3 more silicates. Thinking the water. Yeah, the tritium one, as long as we export enough tritium, will be easy. Science is actually... that would be an easy one to get the 2 more tritium. Yeah. We're doing serious. And there, to complete this, we could go ahead and grab 2 more water there. That'll leave us 1 water short of our goal. Then we got 5 routes. Say something like that for the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna sticking that quick, get that done quicker. Drop into the planet. We do have an open hex that we could drew a landing pad on pretty easily. Yeah. So, for the nitrates. Oh, I don't have the titanium this turn. The titanium next turn. The miner's house wouldn't be bad here. Clear you. Oh, we'll have the miner's house next turn. Unless I can search some power, which I could do. The miners down. That provides us an expand. which we can use to pick up the titanium. Yeah, I do want it more than science. Get more power. $15, $17, $18, $15 is going to be the best, so we'll do $15. Put that down again. Get some more support. Got a pretty high probability that expectations rise. Okay, go searching for another mega project. Minerals factory is not that bad. I don't know where our dikes are. A couple dikes there. Places that'll be dikes. Rising expectations. Probably do need more housing. Actually, housing farm. Not gonna build an auction factory. We don't need the terraform the planet. Okay, so I could send this anywhere. Could be a level 1 somewhere, or could be a level... final level. Ocean is tempting. Nitrates would be the last nitrates, but I think we can find some nitrates on the planet. Yeah, let's do... Well, again, I don't need to do the terraforming, I suppose, so the nitrates probably should be what I go for. Yeah, I just convinced myself it's the nitrates. There we go. So we now have 1 of our 5 objectives complete, 55 turns in. Maybe I should have done the water. Yeah. Oh well. Use power, clear you, place tuber farm. I did want that and titanium mine, so let's set the titanium one up. Okay, so investing 3 will actually provide 6 a turn, so that'll be done in 2, that'll be done in 2, so we'll get that off in 2. Can only put bus places for places where I don't already have one. I think we have a bus station here. Yeah, so this one would have to be the train station. I could clear a space here and put a bus station down. Yeah. Gives you some expanse. Yeah, in hindsight, I should have gone for the water from the nitrates with that space expand. Then we'd be 1 water away, and this expand could easily give us those nitrates. Sharks, cacti. We'll grab cacti. I might as well grab the plant spreader, because we can put it down in one of the spots and immediately use it. Yeah, put it down and immediately use it. What plants can we play? You need rainfall, you need rainfall, you need rainfall. You don't, you just need warmth, and we do have a place where we have warmth. So, cacti we deploy. Maybe an argument to build something up there. If we do that, I need to do it before I flood anything. So it's saying do it sooner rather than later. Start exporting science. What do I pull in? Probably power. Yeah. Don't really need more. Well, could always use more people. It's always the paradox, right? You want more people, but where do you put them? This place is looking pretty nice with the cacti in. We got one last building we can put here. What would I want to put there? Well, that would be a decent place for the train station, which needs more silica. You're done. Unless we want to put the skyscrapers in. Could save up for the trade routes. You want to be where we put the dikes. You're that one. Yeah, so this would be the one where we could put the Central Park pretty easily. Comfort of living, some atmosphere oxygen. We need more people. And yeah, we're looking probably to put another person there. Like, let's just go do that. And then, yeah, this makes a good, decent place for the Central Park. 1 level in Central Park, 2 levels in Central Park. 3 levels, we need to bring 2 more people in. Well, 2 per people or 2 robots, so I could deploy the robots. That'd be another 2. That would raise atmosphere and oxygen generation here. Also not in a rush to do that. Thinking of settling there. That'll give us the water, the gigantic titanium, which is 3 titanium. Yeah. Expectations are rising, which is good and bad. That wouldn't actually be a bad place for delivery drones. It'd be decent to 2 places. Providing more support. Giving us another expand. That's a empty one. Definitely do something with an empty one. Don't have the food yet, but we'll have it next turn. Come in, say, this would be a decent place for the Universal Factory, because we'll do a lot of dikes around here. So we need 4 people, so the 2 plus the 2 robots. Quickly run all the way up and then get lots of power off the dikes. And then we got the titanium there, the water, large water aquifer, which is 2 water. Yeah. I'm seeing where this is going. This is a workable combo. Okay, so we'll have the water next turn. Well, not the water, the food next turn. Oh, it's saying my trade routes aren't balanced. Because we're not using the trade routes, that's fair. Science out, because we get a reward for shipping the science. Power in. And then we got some stuff to drop. Nothing there. But anything there. We'd have to break some rocks. Could do here. Get the research lab down. Actually, let's wait until next turn, because that new city spot has a bunch of empty spaces. Huge asteroid for what nitrates now? Let it pass. We win the Mars Olympics again. Interplanetary tourism office, okay. Found a city. It's not an adjacency, that's just yeah. So I can go anywhere. Okay. Obviously I want that titanium. And we should probably... Oh, we'll have to deck it up next turn. I don't have enough for the factory. Factory requires 2 people, so I need another person or robot to come in. So we need more food. But that should be sorted in 2 turns. Science District, Life District, or Terraforming District. Let's say terraforming. Probably not going to make use of it. There's oxygen level going up, giving us some support across all zones. +1 power per global atmosphere is interesting. Not what we're going for right now. Import tritium from Mercury, yeah. That drops it from 2 to 1. At least for the short run, that's pretty good. Dump the rest of that. No, I'm going to keep this going for at least 3 more turns. As tempting as that, the 2 tritium there is, we don't really need it, per se. And we're looking for titanium. Upgrade that again. Like, arguably, we now just have everything we need for that. It's just playing it all. Oh, we need titanium. Actually, I need the titanium more than I need the power right now. Take the power back in. We'll import the titanium. Places I can get titanium from on an Explorer. Sure. So that's 2. That brought us to 5. We need like 8 for the aquifer. That'll be the last of the water I need coming in. Probably do the there and there. It's tempting to go there. But yeah, no, we'll do there and there. And then we'll probably dash across maybe to the U. Or maybe I'll hand it over to this one, and then this will take over the titanium. Maybe. Could grab the power. Could grab the train station. It provides you a bunch of expands and removes a bunch of the penalties. So you're not penalized. You're not penalized. So that's the water mine. You're not penalized, so we'll hand you over. And then we still have enough to get over to that tritium mine. Okay. Oh, and that provided us 2 more trade routes. Let's start on you. That silicates. That's a little bit more tempting, but we're gonna let it pass. Once again, tempting. Well, the open spots, we'll grab it. Hopefully we don't get offered something that's even better. There's a 9 water. Satellite to see the tritium. Grab. Tritium mine. So we're 4 tritium short, we're 1 titanium short, we're 5 silicon short. New leader. Out with eco-classical architecture, in with either life spreading or space religion. We'll do inspirational explorer. Local culture center. Road paver, yes. No. Maybe? Maybe. Okay, I'm short tritium, short silicon, short titanium. So there's some there's nitrates we don't need. There's silicates, so that's probably worth exploring. Gives us more roots. Oops. Got 1 off planet from you. Shouldn't I have 2? 1 from you, 1 from... Oh, that's not a tritium one, that's the nitrate. Titanium one. Yeah. And at this point, I only need to export one science to complete that. So we've got 8 root, so we do that. And we can upgrade it again to do it the turn after. That's 2 more tritium, so that'll bring us up to 7. That science is 2 more, so that's actually our 9 tritium. So we're not looking for tritium. Got sort of the tritium. We are looking for silicates and titanium to acquire. So we can complete that. We'll complete that in 2 turns. Extra Mars. There is not an option where I can use that to get titanium. That would be water, which we don't need. That would be silicates. So there's an argument to export a bunch of tritium at some point. Okay, let's do that. Again, we're looking for silicates, we're looking for titanium. We know where silicates is. Let's go ahead and we will do Inspirational Explorer to find it. That deposit. Yeah, it's sadly just a +1. The mohole would give us a 1 off of that, which isn't really what we're looking for. Well, if I run down there, there's a large titanium, so there's another 2. So we can get the titanium from there. Okay. So we'll just be running around for the silicates. Okay. So we're looking to do stuff here. Okay, let's clear you. Or maybe not clear that one. Oh no, that's fine to clear that one. But yeah, we need power. Okay. Well, I need power either way. It doesn't really matter which one gets moved, I suppose. Do homesteads next then. The homestead's down, that gives another expand. We're gonna want 2 expand. Well, actually, the 1 expand there can go for the silicates, and the 2 can go for the titanium. Okay. What do I need for expanding you? Power and titanium. But we got a little bit high density on some of these resources here. We don't have the power for the giant heater, so we're going to trash that, obviously. Don't really have a high spot for the heliostat right now. Oh, no, never mind. I do have a high spot. Five. Okay, pop in, pop out. There we go. Okay, let's cycle the turn. There's our tritium. Orbital farming, we're going to pass on. Kinetic fusion, we're going to pass on Yeah, I'm not really interested in any of those right now. We got 2 routes. We're not ready for the water yet. We are going to slowly progress on the water. That just makes sense to do. Okay, that'll complete you. You in 1 turn, you in 2 turns, you in 3 turns. So 1, 2, 3. So that'll be turn 65 when we get all these played. Okay. Expand and expand. So we need the titanium at this point, and power. Is that a large... That is a large location. It's another +1. Need more than +1. That's definitely the direction we want to go in. I'll have what we need for the titanium next turn. I'm gonna have to run up some dikes soon. I have the titanium right now for what we're building. So, dike you, protect you, dike you. Should be in a position where we can dike the last one next turn. So research products, which we don't really need. Don't need any of these. Bacteria is probably the most tempting. We could actually put the bacteria down right now, so let's leave that. Oh, zone is too cold. That's fine. Place it there. That'll goes up to the extra support bonus from that one. We got the water for the athlete training complex. Let's go ahead and put the training complex down. No, 1 per city. Okay. You know, we'll put 1 in here. At least get a 3+ here. That way we don't lose the Olympics when it comes up if we don't finish in a 65-turn timeline. Plant-wise, we don't have the rainfall yet, I think. Oh, apparently there's a suitable... Oh, of course, the place where we've got the cacti already is suitable. I could overwrite the cacti, is basically what this is telling me. No. I like the cacti. Arctic herring, but obviously need ocean. Which is going to be easier than the polar bear to get down, so we'll grab the Arctic herring even though we're not going to use it right away. Maybe. We'll see. Obviously this completes, we gain the tritium, hit our goal there. So we are just short 1 titanium, 3 silicates. And it's got to be production, it can't just be traded for. That's 1 silicate. I'm going to get the other 2. Oh, I do have enough for the Zeppelin. We have a place where we can pull off that. We only have 1 atmosphere on the planet, so there only needs to be a place that has 2 and no project. This would be a reasonable place for it. Put it here. We'll later upgrade it to 4. We can send the Zeppelin out right away. This would be a good way to try rapidly exploring for more silicates. Let's see what that large science return is. Large meteorite. That's a one-off, isn't it, as well? Yeah, okay. Not what we're looking for. We don't have the... We'll have the titanium next turn, so we can finish you... Okay, I know what we're going to do. So we're going to do you. That gets our trade rates going. We got 4 trade rates, mainly being limited on the fact that we need more titanium. And we'll have the ocean next turn after we put the dike in so we don't flood things we need. And then we'll be very encouraged maybe to get this leveled up so we can get the power out of it from those dikes. Still got projects. Do I want any of these projects? Take the hab. Scrap the rest. We'll come back to you. So you can go out. Ocean. Support. I think we're going to go out for the support. That completes. Oops. New situation. Saying a couple places will flood. So we need to make sure that you don't flood. Okay, now it's not complaining about it flooding. So yeah, complete you. Ocean forms, that's fine. This is turn 64. We're burning support real fast. But I think we're on track to win. I just realized the time go really long. Well, not fixing that right now. Yeah, that doesn't help us with silicates. I'm going to finish this out at this point. This episode. Can we play that anywhere? No. Rainfall, in theory, means some of these might be playable somewhere. It is not right on top of our city. Okay, so you're apparently the place. Okay. Here. Put down some trees, get some support that way. That's another titanium that we don't need. So we're going to take that expand, we're going to grab that silicates. We're 2 silicates short. Any permanent source of them counts. Gonna get the fission? Yeah. Bunch of support. Let's see what we pull. Actually, what did we pull this turn? Tab module. None of these look like they get us silicates. It's kind of where we are. Just scrap from the science. Roll the turn. That doesn't get silicates income. I don't need water. Any of the majors a large science return? No. Or silicates return? No. A large titanium return there, which is not what we're looking for. Yeah, not really what we're looking for. There's a large. There we go. Ah, it's just another +1. Well, I don't think we're gonna platinum this one. Where I think we're at. Okay, we can get out into the silicates that way. Now we're 1 short. Again, any source of it will work. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get the platinum reward. I think we are going to win. We're not going to lose. It's going to be... Well, it might be tight. But yeah, I don't think we're going to lose. Oxygen generation, rainfall generation. I don't think we want any of those. Haven't scrapped these yet, so we can pull these in. Another animal spreader, but that requires more water than we have. A landing pad would be another trade route. Not opposed to that. Let's actually grab the trade route. Got a place where we can put that. And again, we're looking for the silicates, which is IO at this point, so I just need to push silicates. That's fair. Still research projects, anything else we want? No. Your Voltaire is pursuing the theories of new frontiers want to settle on an extra Martian colony. Where should they go? Venus, we get heat and lose support. Less than support per development anywhere. Or some motion. We'll send them to Titan. Won that victory. Modular city development. Yes. We'll grab that, because we can definitely build that real quickly, and wouldn't be regretting it. Place you down. That'll give us more choices if we're not getting what we want. Okay, the drawback on this is obviously that it's a food shipment, so I need to pull up enough trade routes that we can send that. Yep, and we'll complete in 1 turn. Okay, there's a large hint silicate, which eventually we'll go for next turn if things don't work out. Yeah, things don't work out, that's what we'll do next turn. Still research projects. Not interested in the rest of these projects, so we're just going to trash them. And cycle the turn. We'll let it pass. Close this for the moment. Enable you. So it's got to be a place that's already got at least one level. So, okay, so that's actually not the solution there. We can't play it on you. I can get a nitrate, or get 2 nitrates, or I can get 2 water. We'll take 2 nitrates. It's not the solution the way we wanted it to be. So we're going to have to go for plan B. And never mind, plan B is not going to work this turn because I can't. Well, plan B is that silicate deposit. But I need more explorers to get a city nearby. Grab that in case we figure out how to make that work with our existing city. But that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. That is enough if we can get there. We got 2 expands. How many can we easily get in this city? Well, just adding people isn't going to add any. That's... Actually, enough of that will do it. Highway to the silica mine. There we go. That's victory. Red Path Master. Red Path Grandmaster. I don't think we got a platinum speed victory there, but we did succeed. We did not lose. It took me 2.5 hours, and I should have really broken that into 3 parts, but you got it in 2. Fur-coated animal GMO lab. Okay. This is Lifeform's heat requirement by 1. Fruiting plant GMO. Provides the action, apply genetic modification that reduces Lifeform's rain requirement by 1 to a minimum 1. And photosynthetic animal. Lifeform. It says animal, but technically you can do it on a plant or a bacteria as well, I suppose. Granted, it has to require oxygen, which maybe that's mostly animals. Okay. Max level reached for now. So with this, we now have access to all the little plans and tools, bits and tools, for future levels. So yes, we did it on a gold trophy level. Okay, well that's where we're going to go ahead and end this part. If you're watching YouTube, I'm going to try to record 2 more parts today, so you can probably expect it to be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break where I go check on the family, and then we're going to get right back to recording. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.